Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage. So this is still, I was gonna say the part 2. I mean, it is part 2 to Heizou's Hangout event. But it's probably part, like, what is it, 120 something. So right now we're following some guy. So actually, it would be part 216. No, 15. Yeah, it is 16. I almost blew it.
Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Gorou.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
The fuck? Shut up.
The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Gorou say all the stolen goods were headed to the International Trade Association?
So he lied to me.
Glass lilies? What are these doing here? Shouldn't it be crystal mirror or something?
I'm sorry, I cut him off and didn't fucking hear what he said. I'm sorry, do you want to repeat that?
Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads.
Alright. Oh, I need to come down.
This box is packed so tight! It looks like it could burst! Let's see what's inside!
You know what's inside? A hella bunch of lies.
Huh? What are all these plants and flowers? Oh, there's a small note here!
A torn bill, the handwriting has been smudged by water stains, making it difficult to read. Only a faint outline of words, Foreign Trade Association, can be seen at the signature. Alright.
Whoa! Genshin? Paimon was expecting to find Sango pearls.
Yeah, they have a bunch of goods from Liyue, and it's like, why?
So, did you find anything?
So, at the beginning of this, when you first meet him, you're down by 3 hearts, and I've only gotten it to go up by 1. So, it's not that I screwed up 2 times, in case you didn't watch the first part, part 215. That's just how it is by default.
Whoa! Look at all the Genshin! And glass lilies too! There are also tons of other plants and flowers Paimon doesn't know here. Weird.
Are they trying to integrate Liyue's, cultivation here?
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from retail, the price would be jaw-dropping.
1 million more.
On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. Now, where did the Nobushi get these goods?
Oh, you know, from a flying bird.
How about you? Did you find anything else?
There is a bill here associated with the Foreign Trade Association.
Foreign Trade Association?
It went up again.
I've never heard of such an organization in retail. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility.
So if you tell him no, you didn't find that, would it go down by a heart because technically I'm lying to him? It kind of seems ridiculous because I said this in my last part, but I think another reason why I've come to like Heizou so much, not only because he plays different than all my other characters, and he's the only character I have who plays like this, he's also my only male Catalyst character. It's also because he reminds me of Hanbei, and Hanbei's somebody who has a very special place in my heart, my body, my soul, my mind. He's so, like, important to me. It always has been and will be. Especially Samurai Warriors 3 version of Hanbei. He's adorable, and he's someone who I feel always needs protecting, and he's somebody that I always want with me. Can't really see my life without him. But something about Heizou's eyes, the shape, and the fact that he does have the bangs that go down to the center of his face, kind of like the way Hanbei does. Call me stupid, but when I stare at his eyes a certain way, I see Hanbei for some reason. And I feel like that's why I'm drawn to him. Because he reminds me of Hanbei. It's kind of weird, I guess. Very weird, actually.
Alright. In which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First,
we're gonna be inspected.
Huh?
Who goes there?
Fucking God.
Oh no! We've been spotted!
Shut up.
Huh?
Wait, Captain? Is that you?
Yes.
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost mistook you for bandits.
I had to shoot you down where you stand.
Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Hey, come on now. The Captain wouldn't forget.
To be honest with you, I have though.
I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since the end of the war.
Yeah, sorry about that. I've been here on Inazuma a lot though. I spend a lot of my time here. I'm always here. You might not see me, but I'm always there.
When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Gorou and Her Excellency. The guys are all really hoping to see you.
How have you been?
We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious.
Yes, I know I have something like that. Thank you for bringing up my neurological disorder, you fuck.
According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia.
That runs in my
That
family.
was assuming the best case scenario.
That's what my grandfather was suffering with on top of his cancer before he died at the beginning of this year. Thanks for reminding me again.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotion. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
Well, at least it showed you cared enough.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left cheek, and the second arrow was also to the left. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep.
That seems stressful.
Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
True.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
Tell me about these goods, now.
These goods are all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his 2 sons are also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Gorou, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
Kinda seems staged, though, but okay.
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now.
I gotcha. You just do whatever he says because he's your money. Right.
What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now. May I ask where the apprehended criminals are?
And you are?
Don't worry. He's a friend of mine.
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
It's alright. You can return to your duties. We'll find the way ourselves.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go. Are you still a little confused?
No?
Let me help connect the dots.
Okay.
This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously.
Oh, yeah?
It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal.
Uh-huh.
The culprit would first go
Hold on,
strolling
hold
down
on,
the street
hold on.
until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose. using the opportunity to slip the prohibited goods into the unknowing pedestrian's pocket.
That's fucked up.
Once the intended recipient got word of it, they would find an excuse to harass the same pedestrian before stealing the goods from the pocket. The pedestrian had no idea what happened from start to finish, and unknowingly functioned as a middleman. So, can you guess who the middleman was in this case?
Yeah, I have to wait for him to finish before I walk up.
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you?
Anger, suddenly.
Officer!
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead, ask anything.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here. So the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at the beach.
This guy seems like he's lying. He seems like he honestly doesn't know.
You picked them up.
Well, no, we, actually stole them.
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Oh, you know, I was like, damn, them flower crates be looking fine. Gonna steal that shit. Why? Why? Oh. Sorry.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them.
Oh my god.
You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we simply came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before we got caught.
Sounds like you hit the wrong end of the rope, my son.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
You just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating. With his massive muscle and strength, he can scare anyone.
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear, I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow on that load. Oh, nice and shiny too. Oh, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day. Couldn't hold off the pirates. This luck of ours.
Wait a tick. Pirates.
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady with an eye patch.
Beta.
We had no idea how powerful she was. It was like boom, boom, thud. Only took 3 hits before she knocked out the boss.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
Beta.
No! Doesn't remind Paimon of anyone.
Okay. And how about you?
Come to think of it, all pirates wear eye patches. Let's throw him off. I don't want him to know that I know her. Well, don't they all?
Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no, then.
I'm lying to you, I'm sorry.
It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Gorou appears to be assisting with the cover-up.
What? How could that be?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Gorou's instructions before the caravan leaves. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront them. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well.
Your final question? I swear if you let this animation sit, he actually looks up and it's weird. It'll freak me out. Like if you let it sit long enough, he did it earlier, in my last video, and it did kind of freak me out because it was sudden. Like, he's staring down, but if you let it sit long enough, at some point he gazes up. Because I was talking for a long time last time, and then when I noticed that his eyes had shifted, it freaked me the fuck out. I was like, what? I don't know if he'll do it. You kind of have to let it sit for a while. Unless maybe that was just the way the animation really does play out. Like, I don't know. Are you gonna look at me? Your final question?
The question of what important thing this island is missing.
Oh yeah, your dream, that's right.
I can feel some connection to the question in Gorou, Todoroki, and even to Kuda and Masashi. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Let's get some rest. I'll see you at Sangonomiya tomorrow morning.
Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Eh. Why am I doing that? Well, maybe I fuck it, I'm not gonna climb up these fucking nonsense. I'm gonna just teleport up there, fuck. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm gonna fuck you. It's hard to get it right even. There. Yeah, he did an animation like that earlier, and it did freak me out. I had to let it sit for a while, though. How about now? Is he below me? No, he's on the same level as me. To my left. Hey, nice day for a swim! I don't know why I did that. But I'm near water, I can't resist.
Who are you?
I am the captain around this parts.
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoi Heizou, special detective of the Tenryou Commission.
I've been noticing that I say his name weird. Because I know it's Zo, almost like, you know, like Wansuo. Like that, it's like Suo, but with the letters reversed and with a Z. It's Zo. It's Heizou. Like, it's almost like drop the U. Get rid of the U. It's literally Heizou. They just put the U because of the way it sounds, the way the O sounds. Normally there would be an accent above the O, but that's literally the sound it makes. So if you get rid of the O, the U, that's what his name is. But I've been saying it as if though there's an H in between the Z and the O, like Zhou instead of Zo. And I've been calling him Heizou instead of Zo, but whatever.
I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of here, you little brat.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not?
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Huh? Todoroki, what's wrong?
Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Huh? Wait, it's Captain? What are you doing?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Todoroki, this is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Gorou told you? The long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here.
But I'm also friends with Gorou, so you're fucking shit out of luck, dog.
I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders?
You lay a hand on me and I'm gonna fucking jab you right in the throat. I will have you gagging on the fucking ground. You better not touch me.
What do we do?
Well, what are you waiting for? All right, I see how it is. If you two won't do it, I will.
You better not fucking touch me.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But here we go.
What are you doing?
Wait! Everyone stand down!
Hi, Gorou.
General Gorou! You're here.
My apologies, Traveler, Detective Heizou. I wasn't telling you the truth.
Yeah, Heizou pretty much told me that.
Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without her, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today. We mustn't raise our weapons against her.
How could you be so naive, General Gorou? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
Well, I'm friends with them, so you're fucking doubly screwed. I'm friends with the god of this fucking region, you complete total moron! You dare fuck with me? You are the wrong person to mess with, son.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, I would go and turn myself into the Tenryou Commission right now. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of astronomical fines. Can you afford that? Gorou, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives? Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds? No. It was the medicine that I got that saved their lives. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've done. Besides, we're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue to improve.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't...
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a Tenryou Commission officer. Forget it. You're the general. I'm just a radish farmer.
Wait, what is the bill you just mentioned?
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill's introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. Man alive.
He says that a lot.
I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced.
Are you serious? Oh, like, are you, oh my freaking god.
Detective Heizou, are you saying that...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island.
Judging by from what he said, I know what ending I'm getting. There's one where they're on a cliff, like the one behind him, and it's like me and him, like she's sitting down and he's standing, and that's like the first ending that everybody gets.
I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Thank you, Detective Heizou. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not?
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, she is planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if she will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit her freedom, right?
Are you trying to set me free from here?
I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right, traveler?
Uh, make a louder sounding promise. Agree with a nod, because that's all like she ever does.
Well, it's settled then. She will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting her freedom. So please, don't worry, Detective Heizou.
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a chance I'll lose my cool.
Wind against Geo, what is that gonna be like?
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. It's a serious matter, and I didn't want outside parties to become involved.
Right.
But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide anything from Detective Heizou and the Traveler?
Especially me.
I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Why?
It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
Ah, I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective Heizou.
No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean.
I'm sorry?
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the thing you said is coming from Gorou and the others. Now you figured it out!
What? The thing you sensed coming from me? But I always have excellent personal hygiene.
No, not like that.
Hey, Traveler, could I talk to you for a moment? Besides, I haven't had a chance to thank you yet.
You better not. Is it down? So I always want to jump too far from where I'm supposed to be.
Hey, there you are. Come here, look. It's beautiful, isn't it? Watatsumi Island.
Why does this sound like you're fucking ASMRing me right now? Stop that untextured fucking mountains in the background. My game's been doing that lately, so that's how I can tell my console must be stressed. When it don't load stuff, because it always loads this game, and it started doing that today, yesterday actually. It's also because my memory's used up too much.
It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken.
That light.
Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present.
Yeah, because I knew everyone here. I knew Gorou and everyone else, so...
I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay?
Have you really decided to keep the whole thing a secret?
It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway.
So now you have the answer you were searching for.
Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And now I finally get it. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done. This is yet another instance in which that certain thing shines, that missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Gorou, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi, which is the true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates is not gone. It's still there, just in a different state of being.
True.
When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land was harmed, its vitality evaporated and eventually found its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. Call me Grady, I guess.
What the holy fucking hell? You do know that you have been with me for a while, though. I literally got him about a week ago. About what feels like maybe about 5 days. I don't know. And I think he's in my Serenity teapot, so technically he already is. So the fact that he's saying that is absurd.
But of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from evaporating safe and sound in my mind. That way, I'll always be able to remember these beautiful things. The beauty of Watatsumi Island. The people who are full of life and vitality. And you two, who are by my side.
Ending. Yeah, I'll save it. That's the first one everyone gets. So... Ow. So now I have to figure out where this branches. Holy shit. So you can see here where it changes. So 5 endings. So we have one where we come here. So this looks like this route is solid. It locks off completely because it shows you how many hearts you have along the way. Because you start off with 3 by default. There's one where he says that Gorou is lying. So there's one where I'm gonna have to like defend him and be like, no, that ain't true. So I think all of the other endings must branch off from over here. Except there was other branching endings over here, you would see them. So it looks like this ending was a straight one. Straight all the way. So there's no more endings, and because there's 5, that means that the other previous, the next 4, all stem from right here. Yeah. It has like a branching pathway that kind of shows you where everybody would be. So I think I have to go back to the island where I first met him. Does that mean I have to resave him again? Yeah, it does. Or maybe not. Maybe this was after. Yeah, this was after I saved him.
Something vital is missing on this island.
ASMR. He whispers in my ear.
Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island.
Yeah, this was the beginning where he's had a dream.
Has something evaporated into thin air?
So this is out of context.
What could it be?
But when he first came here, he supposedly had a dream where something told him that something was missing. And we're gonna try to help him figure out what it is.
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? How about you, Traveler? What do you think is missing?
So I think this is what we do. We write it off as it was just a crazy dream. But it's hard. It's going to be hard to follow this because I think I see where it branches. Because there's one where he said Gorou is lying, and we go to an island, and then there's one where we just tell him it was just a crazy dream. Maybe it was just a dream.
See, no, I thought so too, but
I can't lose too many hearts. Screw me.
After that, I had the same dream over and over again.
Okay, that was different. Because last time he said when he came here, he had that dream and then he never had it again. So now he's saying he had it again? Did you lie to me intentionally the first time?
Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place.
I got it.
So I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that... poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission for my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's when you showed up.
I don't know, because I did this in my first part and I don't want it to take too much time. I wonder if I should just skip it and only pick options that are different.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay,
So how would you like to partner up on that? Yes, of course, I understand. Well, then, so since we're already here, once everything is settled...
Okay. This is what I said originally. Curious about your dream too, Elsis. I'm curious about your dream, but it's my duty to bring you back. So I think this is where it differentiates. There must be another ending that's the one where I'm like, no, I'm bringing you back. But I'm curious about if we defend Gorou this time, if it'll change. I want to tell him, I want to pick both of these, but I'll just tell him, well.
It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we?
Yeah. Gotta figure out how it changes.
Oh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango mirror. Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
Yeah. That crab was losing its mind.
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found pretty much the same.
Aren't these all super expensive?
I don't know if I'd...
Huh?
I'm gonna skip.
No, that's a lot. Here's what I think. So, it's absolute... if we go out perfect.
Well,
This is where we go to the island. Yeah, because sometimes I replay these, but when I have to replay routes, I do skip, just as a warning. I only ever show it the very first time, and I showed all of that in the last part, part 215. So to make it go faster, I think I'm gonna just skip and only select text that I haven't, because it'll take too long if I let it play out every time.
Captain, I see you. You can stay as long. Incidents of stolen troops have also been.
That's strange.
Huh?
Yeah, Gorou shows up at some point.
There have really been he's responsible for.
Great, thank you.
Hey, Traveler!
Yeah.
You're dismissed, Shiba.
Yes, General.
I overheard.
that's right.
Okay, we tell him about the stolen goods we found.
I see. So, we had already dispatched.
And you're concerned...
Oh, so
Actually, I've.
Ah, darn it. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Gorou.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Ah, don't mention it. But if the source of the problem is not addressed...
Yes, of course. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players, but
Well, let me skip it.
unfortunately,
It's
would
like
be
going really
difficult for us
slow.
to investigate further.
Given that Rito, the island...
They know that I'm skipping it, so they're trying to stop me. Like, I try to skip it and I can't. There was like one moment where I really
I'm
couldn't.
willing to assist, but it all depends on what she wishes.
Great! With both Detective Heizou and the Traveler on the case, the situation is now...
All right, we'll take care of it.
Okay.
Exercise caution when traveling to Rito. If you come across any unexpected dangers, retreat first. Your safety is the priority. You must approach this issue with a long-term strategy in mind.
Yeah, okay. This is where he's like, he's lying.
hey, what?
Very perceptive. Let me ask you.
Huh?
My intuition tells me that
How could you?
good people can be deceptive too. Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental.
Are you gonna do that thing where you look up at me? He did it last time and it did freak me the fuck out. Cause there was a patch or something where they said that I think it was only in photo mode, they say his eyes were displaying abnormally, and I was like, was that it, or was that really him actually looking up at her? It happens at some point. I don't know if it's because I let it sit like this for a while, but I had let it sit when he was doing this animation, and you can tell that he's clearly looking down, like maybe towards his right a little bit, but then there was a moment where he was like suddenly looking up at her, like directly up, and it freaked me the hell out when I noticed it. And I don't think it's gonna do it again because it hasn't since. I don't know if that was like a one-time thing or if I'm like freaking out. It was very weird when it happened, like very fucking weird.
Sangonomiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island. But today he came out and met with us. And
Maybe that's because...
Okay, let's see, where does it differentiate?
a more plausible explanation. Then he put up a smoke screen.
Whoa!
Actually, there is another key factor behind
it's
my
right about
reasoning,
here.
though you may not believe me.
Are you gonna do it? It freaked me out when I noticed it.
I sense something special about Gorou.
Where was it? When did it happen? Oh, there! Stop it!
Something's...
Yes.
Alright, let's see.
It's not that simple. I can't... Sure. I trust...
No, you're overthinking. I think we should... Because if I say this, it repeats the ending and it differentiates right here. So I'm gonna say, well, let's just,
Being too suspicious, am I? Well, even suspicious people have their duty to uphold. In which case, I'll stay here and get back to you once I figure out what the secret of this place...
What this place is, yeah. Oh, I lost a heart. Oh, fuck. Okay. What? Ah, crap. So that wasn't it. Oh no. Am I supposed to go with him then? What the fuck? I thought we were... Yeah, that top ending is a hard set in stone lock. I think it changes when I tell him I have to bring him back. I'm starting to think that's what I really have to say. Ah, shit. That one seems set in stone. I don't think I can change it in any way at all. I think I really need to tell him I need to bring him back.
Something vital is missing on this island.
I have to go through this every time.
Isn't that bizarre?
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Music. I want to see what he says to it.
That was an unexpected response. It'd be right at home in a novel. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again.
Okay.
Some people believe, however, if it was my intuition, so I decided to. Unfortunately, who knows?
I think that's what it is. I have to tell him I have to bring him back.
Yes, of course, I understand. Well, so since we're already here, once everything is set.
Okay, so both of these take you to the top ending. If I tell him your dream's a little out there, so I think I should bring you back first. There's someone concerned about you. Or I'm curious about your dream, but it's my duty to bring you back. Telling him this kind of seems... I'm gonna lose a heart either way. Someone is concerned about you. Damn, it's like a double-edged sword. I basically tell him, your dream ain't shit, I'm bringing you back. Or I'm like, your dream is something, but I have to bring you back. I'm gonna lose a heart.
Someone concerned about my safety? Then it must be Ryuji, right? I suppose if you insist.
I thought I was gonna lose a heart for that. What the fuck?
Alright. I'll accompany you back to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi Island later.
Okay. Okay, that's where it changes. See, this is what I mean. This is what happened when I was doing, I think it was Diona's and Toma's, where I had to keep replaying the first beginning segment like 4 or 5 times because I could not get it right. I really hope his doesn't become really complicated like that, because they do that. His does get pretty complicated. After a bit, it can. I kind of wish they would put hangouts with other characters that I actually like a lot. Not saying that I don't like any of the characters in the current lineup. I'm just saying, for instance, for me personally, it would be fun to have a hangout with Kazuha, Child, Venti, Zhongli, and possibly Razor or D-Luke, just because I haven't seen him since the fucking beginning of the game. But I really, really would want to hang out with, if I had to decide who I want to hang out with the most, probably be Kazuha, Child, Venti, Zhongli, and Razor. They're doing that again? I can't participate in that. Woo! My phone isn't set up like that where you open your camera and you're able to like scan the QR code. My phone don't do that. Uesugi, that's hilarious. Yo! I found the man who was missing. So this is all new.
Look who showed up. Heizou, you're finally back.
So I won't be skipping this because this is all new. Also, I have a habit of saying his name wrong. I know it's Z-O. U. Like, the U is there for the accent. Normally there'd be a dash above the O for the Zo sound. But basically, if you get rid of the U, his name is just Heizou, but I've been saying it with an H. An H in between the Z and the O. So it's almost like Zhou, like Heizou. And I've been calling him that. And I know that it's wrong, but I can't correct myself since I've been doing it for too long.
Listen, if you took any longer to come back, everyone at the police station would be toast.
Literally burnt and coated with butter and honey.
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little unusual about the police station this time.
There are fucking pedals everywhere when there shouldn't be.
Come on, would I ever lie to you?
Yes.
Madame Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath, so be on the lookout.
What's that lady doing here?
She's going to a cost. I'm not even gonna go there. I've seen things of these characters that people make for money, and I can't unsee it, and I honestly wish I could. I don't know how to put it in a light term, because I'm one of those people who tell it like it is. I know exactly what I want to say, but there are people who make animations of these characters on the hub and other sources for people's entertainment, and I have a friend who has shown me things. They're like, hey, look at this, and oh, I want to bleach myself. Like, I've seen it. I can't, like, especially when it comes to Ether. That's why every time I see him, I tense up and I freak out, and I'm like, no! That's literally the feeling I have when I see him. That's literally it. Every inch of me screams that. Exactly like that, but more panicked and more distressed sounding. I have seen that man, that boy, literally, sleep with every female character and male character in this game, and I can't unsee it. Also, in my personal opinion, Ether does look like the type of guy who would sleep with every girl he knows, so I can't trust him for that. So that's why every time I see him, I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Doshin Shikanoi, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
What have I been doing? You know, this girl right here. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Because I've seen that too. That's why I'm just dying inside.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
I just realized how weird her breasts are with that undershadow. Putting her in black trying to hide it only makes it stand out more.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
How did you not see me when you walked out?
We're the ones who brought Heizou back.
Yes, I threw him over my shoulder and was like, you're coming with me now!
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Oh, well, you see, he tried to leave me, and I just couldn't let him leave.
I mean,
Well, Madame Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoi, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective agency. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us, that he had given the commission to the Traveler, and then...
It used to be that the Tenryo Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time, Shikanoi. I think I've really seen it all.
Oh, I've seen it all, and I want to unsee it, please, because I've seen her and the Electro Archon with Ether in a room, and I'm not gonna fucking finish that statement.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Actually, he did seem to be investigating a case.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions.
The way her irises are, I can't tell if she's looking at me or past me.
But since you're here,
Yes?
I have an extra favor to ask.
Like what?
I'd like you to be Shikanoi's temporary supervisor.
Oh.
It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly, and that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again.
You're making me his temporary guardian? The fuck?
I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Alright.
Oh, yes, Trevor. I'm sure we'd all really appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Well... You cast a quick, inquiring glance at Heizou.
Heizou seems to be happy with the idea.
Yeah, thanks for stating the fucking obvious. A heart went up, right? Understood. Leave it to me. I'm like, what got that? I'm losing my mind. What got the makase?
You should thank the traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoi. Otherwise, I don't think I would have let you off so easily.
Yeah.
Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one. Understood?
Huh? Someone filed a complaint.
It was Sango. She hates him with a burning passion, and she's like, I can't stand that son of a bitch. He blocked me to the... What did they say? The Shrine of Truth or some shit? I don't know what that's about. She's like, he was in my way. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what that's about. They're like... She said something like, well, during something, he kept blocking her during the path to the Shrine of Truth. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
That can't be right. Why would there be a complaint letter?
Because Sango hates you. I literally just said that.
You must not be doing your job properly, and now you're attracting complaints.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizou-senpai is a real whiz when it comes to cracking cases. He's the biggest asset in our team.
Did he really just fucking say Heizou-senpai like that? I know how I want to say it, but it'll sound like fucking straight up prawn. Reverse the O and the R. And I'm not gonna do it. I want to. I really do want to. But I have one of those voices where I can't do it.
Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements. He's definitely no slacker.
Oh, alright.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Like that wolf fox statue in the background. I don't know why I said wolf.
Well, let me see what's the deal here.
God, it is so fucking... is it just me or is it really bright right here? It's like flashing yellow, orange, pink, red in your face. Yeah, okay.
Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there.
Oh no.
Would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with?
I think you need to deal with your complaint letter first.
Of course, but first I have to confirm what's going on, and whether or not the letter's legit. Please, have a look at the case files first.
Oh! Ow, the way I'm sitting is painful. From over here, huh? Hello, dog. What are you doing? Oh, look at you. I'm not much of a dog person, but dogs are cute. Alright, hold on. Back up for a minute. Case of the missing Eastern Express, the Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. Sounds like Ito? Approval ready for Heizou talks fraud. I'm interested in the Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. I'm interested in that one. But let's see. Application for the public awareness campaign, Heizou Talks Frauds, has been received. Following a review, your station has been authorized to run the performance with Shikano and Doshin. That sounds like a straight up fucking prawn name. In charge of the related work, the headquarters of the Tenryou Commission. Like, Shikano and Doshin sounds like some hardcore X-ratedness.
Heizou Talks Fraud? What's that? Sounds interesting, whatever it is.
Do you have to say it out loud like that? They can fucking hear you. Oh, maybe I have to accept all of them. Well, in that case. There's a slacker who claims to be the Prince of Mischief terrorizing Hanamizaka. Children have reported been losing valuables in the area, the bulk of which are Onikabuto, Genius, Invocation, TCG cards, and so on, and Ito.
What? Not him again.
Yes, when they said Prince of Mischief, I was like, it's Ito Aratagi. He's the only one I know who's called that. The beloved dog, Eastern Express, reportedly went missing in late of the night. The owner discovered 12 canine footprints of varying sizes in the courtyard, leading to the initial assumption that the crime was carried out by a team.
Who would give a dog such a strange name?
Well, what was the name? I didn't see it. Hello, Lumine. I don't know why her hair is so much blonder compared to her brother's. Like those lattice windows behind Paimon, that's like more like what his hair color is. It's more like an orangish yellow, more like darker and kind of fleshed out, as where hers is like a bright ass blonde, and I don't know why they did that. Okay, let's tell him that I found them. There's 3 so far.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye?
Yes, I know what ending I'm going for. We're gonna find Ito. An approver reply for Heizou Talks Fraud, a dog named Eastern Express. Oh, that was the dog's name. I'm more concerned about a complaint letter against you. There might be a Prince of Mischief bullying children in Hanamizaka, and I know who it is.
That case should be easy enough. Just leave it to Uesugi. This complaint letter I received is more important.
Oh.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this problem.
Well, we do find him anyway. You can't cheat me like that.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Sango, the president of Bantan Sango Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before?
Yeah, I know you two have some beef, and it appears to be pretty serious.
You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Maybe not abusing power for personal gain, but blatantly concealing things, yes.
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something we would do.
That's exactly what I just said.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Sango. We'll need to speak with her to get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so I know there is an ending with Ito, though. There is one, but I don't know how to get to it. Sometimes you have to open up one ending to get another. It's gotta come up eventually, though. Why is that thing... oh, it's because of the event. I gotta clear it out to get it to go away. Oh, walk so slow. Yeah, like I was saying, I've seen things about these characters and I wish I hadn't. You know, as a 29-year-old woman, I have seen worser shit in my life, but when it comes to characters I actually like, sometimes I don't really like seeing things of them like that, because I'm one of those people that can't unsee things once I see it, and, oh god. For instance, I have seen him and Kazuha do things, and I wish I had unseen that shit. I've also seen them both do things to Lumine, and I wish I had unseen it. Hello. At the same time.
Welcome back, Mr.
What a lucky
Heizou.
girl to
I'm
have
glad
2
you're
animal
alright.
boys all at
How about
once.
some tonkatsu? You must have missed the taste of home after so long.
The fuck?
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me. And I'm afraid they're only going to be disappointed once again.
The way he said that, there's like a certain like zing to every line he says. He's like, maybe later. Seems like someone's been expecting me. Like the way he put emphasis on the E. Holy shit. ASMR-y.
Well, look who it is.
The great Detective Heizou. What nonsense were you talking about just now?
Oh, you know.
I've been worried about
you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryo Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?